Hello, guys. Happy Friday. It's Ms. Bland jumping on the Go with Friday's Lesson. First announcement, if you are on track A from 8:30 to 9:30, remember you can join us on live Zoom to do this and not use the video. You're in track B, we're going to be on live Zoom from 9:45 to 10:45. But I know for some schedules, since we're so used to having videos on Friday, you have other things going on, and that's okay. So this video is for you guys who need to go ahead and do it at your own pace. So this may be Friday evening when you see this. It might even be Saturday morning. But we're going to go over Friday's packet pages and make sure that everybody is good to go. All right, it is indeed Friday. Happy Friday. Yesterday was a teacher work day, so you didn't have any assignments. You didn't have anything you had to do. You had a great day of rest, relaxation, and all those fun things, I hope. And maybe you even did something super fun. So let's talk about our Friday lesson. First and foremost, you know your instant words. You've had lesson 4 words all week long. Today in Seesaw, they are waiting for you anxiously. You are going to, of course, say very nice and loudly all of the instant words for me, those high frequency words that we know you know. And then you're going to read the fluency phrases for me. I even cheated and told you which list it was. Do you remember? It's the one in the middle. So you'll read those nice and lovely for me. Now, the surprise comes with your story. The story was a little long this week. So Ms. Bland decided, as well as the other second grade teachers, that we weren't going to make you read the whole thing. So I picked the part, wonder if it's the beginning or wonder if it's the end. You'll find out when you log in the Seesaw. Good luck and do your best reading. Your ladder for today. We're starting with the word trash. As we build up, let's see if we can change those letters to make new words. Do your best, think out every answer before you write it. And if you make a mistake, change it. There's always time for correction. We start with trash, and it says, this happens when two cars run into each other. Change the first letter. So nothing's changing but that first letter, and it's what happened when two cars run into each other. So the last 3 letters won't change. We need a letter that goes at the beginning that tells me what happens when 2 cars run into each other. Another word for money. Take away the second letter. So remember, there's a letter here. Blank spot there. There's a letter that goes here. Figure out what it is. Now for this one, we're going to take away the second letter. That's that R. You're going to make a new word right there. Write that new word on the ladder. The next one, a doctor puts this on a broken arm or leg. Change the last letter. If you break your arm or leg, not sure if everybody knows this, it's called a cast. Cast. Next one, a pet that purrs. Oh, I bet you know that one. And we're going to take away the 3rd letter. What do we call a pet that purrs? To be able to blank is my last step of the ladder. To be able to, I blank ride my bike. Change the last letter. If you're able to do something. On that same piece of paper, we have our vocabulary words for this week. This week, we talked about temperature, being able to go from being freezing cold down to boiling hot. And today it says, write a description of your favorite meal. You can use it to persuade a famous chef to make your meal for you. Try to use as many of your new vocabulary words from the word bank as possible in your writing. So we want your favorite meal. What are your favorite things to eat? If you got to choose a meal, there's a famous chef. A chef is a famous person that cooks. And he came to Bailey Elementary and he picked you out of all these 654 kids we got. And he picked you and said, I'm going to cook lunch tomorrow for everybody at Bailey. Teachers, kids, parents, everybody. What am I going to cook? You tell me about the menu. We're going to call it the Bailey menu. And you have to use at least 2 of your words. So maybe you're going to have some chili something. Maybe you're going to have some lukewarm something. Maybe you're going to have some chili potato salad. Potato salad usually goes in the refrigerator and it gets chilly. Maybe you're going to have some warm grilled cheese sandwiches. We want that cheese to be ooey and gooey, so they need to be warm. But then if we have soup, we want that soup to be boiling hot. We need soup to be hot. Lukewarm soup is nasty. So we got to think about the things we would want to eat and use at least 2 of your vocabulary words. Underline the vocabulary word that you use. Pause here to complete or complete on you. Letterland this week has been fun. We've had 2 very familiar sounds, and they haven't been tricky sounds this week. Some weeks our sounds are tricky and we're like, I don't know which one is one. The only tricky part this week is making sure that you use the right one. That's where the trick shows up. Because EAR and EER sound the same. Ear, ear, and eared sound the exact same. So the tricky part comes with you remembering which words are EER and which words are EAR. Pause here and say each of your spelling words 2 times, nice and loud. Sound like a robot, since we got robots this week. Say the words like a robot: ear, tearful, steered, yearly, clearing, clear, ears, nearby, up ears, cheerful, cheering, dear. The Letterland words for Unit 25. Your turn. Great job. If you go to Bland Student Links, there is an icon that says that you have a maze to complete. We couldn't get Whack-A-Mole to work today. I don't know what was wrong with it yesterday and it won't work today. That's okay, we'll do the maze. So make sure you click on Bland Student Links on your computer. And when you get in there, click on that maze and the maze will come up. And remember, you wanna not get eaten by the little monsters, but you wanna get to the correct words. All right, Freckle Juice. We are reading Freckle Juice, and it's been such a great time of reading your chapter book with you guys. I just wish we could have done it together, but we'll do the best that we can. So Freckle Juice has worked for us, and what happened was we are dealing with poor Andrew Marcus. Andrew Marcus is in a struggle right now because Sharon has hooked him up, he thinks, and he just wants to be like Nikki Lane. He got in trouble at school. He's having a rough day. So he's made this decision to make this Freckle Juice and see what happens. But boy, we don't know what kind of decision that might have been. So we're going to read chapter 4 today and do chapter 4's activity. So you're saying to yourself, Miss Bland, that means I got a chapter left. And because I didn't do any schoolwork on Thursday. I know. And that's why we will do that on Monday together. I'm excited that we get to finish it together because I did not get that chance with the other track. So that's awesome. So let's go ahead and read chapter 4. Remember that after you read it with the reader, I do like for you to read it along by yourself just to be sure. But if you're comfortable, you can move forward. Let's go with that chapter 4 read. Everybody books out. Chapter 4 open. Let's go. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. All right, he couldn't let her just get away with hurting him like that. What do you think he's going to do? He's got to do something. Think about what she's done to him. Not only did she give him a recipe that didn't work, but now he feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. There we go. All right, so back in your packet, you've got your vocabulary page first. On your vocabulary page, we're dealing with the words sensible, moan, appendicitis, that's a big word, quart, and dropout. You are going to use those words to match the correct definition. Remember that little bitty line right there does not need that big old word. It needs the letter that is beside it. At the bottom, you're going to choose 3 words and write sentences to using them. Oh, how Andrew Marcus did moan when he drank that freckle juice and it hurt his stomach. You ever feel bad when you moan? You say, oh, that's a moan. All right, on this page, we are talking about sequencing. And we have stuff on the back of our pages, so we're not cutting, no cutting. You are going to write the words in order. First, next, then, last. First, next, after that, then. However you want to use them in order. We know first is first and last is last. But there's a little wiggle room in the middle for your sentence usage, for how you use your transitional words. So put those in order for me. Then you are going to take each of these and put them in order they happened in the story. Then your text itself question says, how would your parents react if they found the kitchen a mess and you sick on the floor? What would your mama or daddy or both have done if they found you in that condition that Andrew Marcus was found himself? He was in a bad way, y'all. All right, for our vocabulary quiz and comprehension part, we have our vocabulary. We have 5 words. Each of those 5 words goes inside of the sentence. Make sure you read the sentence to yourself so that the sentence does make sense to you and is used only one time. For comprehension, you have 2 questions. Describe Miss Marcus's reaction when she got home and saw Andrew. What did she do when she saw Andrew? How did she feel about him? What was she thinking about him? Number 2 was to describe what happened when Andrew drank the freckle juice. What happens when he drank the juice? It wasn't a good response, but boy, did it happen. All right, today for math, you have review and testing. Just a little catch up to see what you know to make sure that our last couple of math grades are your best couple of math grades. But what better way to kick that off than with the sprint? You have sprint B. There should be a letter B up at the top of your screen. And at the top, we're going to take our 2-minute sprint. Remember that if you choose not to do your sprint with me, that you are welcome to let mom, dad, grandma, nona, nana, or whoever else you are happening to be near time you on their phone or watch. Are we ready? Remember, when the timer starts, that 2 minutes goes fast. You've got to be ready. Here we go. Paper up, pencil in hand. 2 minutes is quick. Make sure you use the best of it. And we have a commercial. Ooh, we got a break that time. That never happens. That's good. All right, make sure you're ready. Take some deep breaths. Here we go. Go. Remember, if you don't know it, skip it and go to one you do. Forty seconds. Twenty seconds. You're doing great. Keep it up. And stop. Very good. All right, let's talk about what you're doing for math today. The first page is gumballs. These are the easy gumballs. I gave you the hard ones the other day. So look at number 4. You're going to go through and do the math. Find all the gumballs that have a 4 for the answer and color them. All of the equations that do not equal 4, you'll put them here with what their true answer is. Good luck. Do your best. Same thing for our word search. You're going to use a pencil, a crayon, a highlighter, whatever you happen to have. You're going to look for the equations. 10 minus 1 is 9. I'm going to write in a 9. And I'm going to check it off. Good. 100 minus 10, I've got to look for it, see if I can find it. 100 minus 10 is 90. I write in 90, I check it off. All right, here we go. On your practice from yesterday. Yesterday, we talked about being able to subtract from those 2 zeros that when we have to unbundle once or maybe even twice. And so for the first equation, I do want you to use your dice if you have one, and I want you to come up with a 2-digit number that you can subtract from 200. Down at the bottom, Ms. Bland is going to give you the number of 74 174. 174. Little bit. 100. We'll do 160. 164. You will subtract using that. You will draw your model and you will write your equation horizontally. Same thing for the adjoining page. This time it's with 100. Come up with a 2-digit number that you want to take away from 100 and write it here and show me the model and write the equation out for me, including the difference or the answer. And then Ms. Bland is going to ask you to do the one for 54. On this page, you're going to subtract using the vertical way and place the disk, unbundle hundreds of tens where needed, then dot or color the correct answer. I want you to do it the traditional way where you mark out the numbers and show me. I want you to model it with 100 tens and ones on the place value chart. Then I want you to color in the correct circle that shows the answer. You got both here and here. There are 4 of those. And then there are 4 more that use 200 and 100 as well. The last assignment is Jane Goodall. Yesterday, you had a page that looked like this. You went through and in each circle, you wrote a fact about Jane. You used tons of books from Epic. You may have used YouTube. You may have used Kindle. You had options for where you got your information. Today, you're going to turn these facts into a 5-sentence report. So you can use the facts you already have. You can go back to Epic and revisit the book. It's an easy thing to do. When you get to Epic, all you have to do is type in her name. So look at the top of your page, Jane Goodall, spelled right there. And you click on Explore, and then click in the search box. If you type in Jane's name and hit enter, all the books and all the information about Jane pop up. Look at there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the ones we used yesterday. And then there's that one. We didn't use that one. Then look, there's 4 more. That one even reads to you. Then you can hit show more. And a couple more books about Jane pop up. So there are books about her. Make sure it's about her, because look, now I got books about Benjamin Franklin and books about George Washington Carver. So make sure you stop with the books about Jane and find some information and facts you want to use. Using what you used yesterday is called using your resources. Using your facts that you already have, your data that you collected. But you are welcome to go back to the resources, because I know sometimes reading about chimps is just plain fun. And you are going to write me 5 amazing sentences in my report. Remember, a report does not say number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. It means I start my first sentence. Jane Goodall was a special kind of scientist, period. She studied the chimpanzees, period. She thought they could use tools. She thought they could do so-and-so. She went to Africa. Whatever it is you want to tell me, I write to the end of the line, use my periods and my capital letters to start sentences, but it is written as a report. After you have finished talking about Miss Jane and her chimps, guess what? You're done for the day with your packet. And if you have questions, remember Ms. Blaine is available. I am Zooming until about 10:45. So anytime after 11, I am free for your questions and comments. Remember to make sure every packet, every page is done. We are getting so many packets and I'm giving so many incompletes and they are hurting so many grades. Then for Seesaw, you have your spelling test, you have your fluency assessment. I think there's a couple other things for quick review in there. Grading period is coming to an end. Some of you need a couple little boosts. So I tried to incorporate a couple quick things that you may need personally. So some people may have some stuff that they need. Some people may not have it. If nothing is there for you except the fluency and the spelling, then yay you. If you've got other things, please look over them and make sure you address them. I don't want to overbear you, but a couple of you need a little assistance to get over the hump. And then of course your Bailey specials. I think you guys have something with SEL because it's Friday. And then of course you can always log in and read a book in Epic at any given time. So Ms. Bland is super excited that you joined her on Friday for a lovely chance to go over your lesson. Can't wait till Monday. Monday, you'll be back in the classroom with me. We will do chapter 5 of Freckle Juice. We will finish up that book and we will even start the story stuff that we need to for next week. So we're gonna be rocking and jamming and rolling. So come in ready to go ready to rock it out. I got faith in you. So what I need you to do now is to finish all of your work in the best way possible, because I want you to start enjoying your weekend. The weather's not going to be quite as warm as it's been the last couple of days, but it'll still be nice. Might be a little, that stuff we don't want to call that word. It starts with an R. Don't say it. If you don't say it 3 times, it might not happen. But we hope so, that you'll find time to do something fun and something exciting. Have a great day. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for getting your work done. Pack it all up in your book bag and be ready to turn it in on Monday. Grading period is coming to an end. Check around, look under the couch, look under the bed, look everywhere for any missing work. You got to get it to me or those zeros are going to go. Have a great one. Love you guys. Be safe.